Real love isn't born from a single glance or a casual conversation. It's sparked by something far deeper, something that resonates with who a person truly is. Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into the fascinating truth behind why a man falls in love. You might have heard a million theories about chemistry or timing, but none of that tells the full story. The reality is, there are three core reasons why a man's heart begins to beat faster for one special woman. And understanding these reasons can reshape how you view love, dating, and even yourself. This video isn't about parroting old cliches. It's about unveiling the hidden forces that genuinely pull a man toward you. By the end, you'll walk away with a clearer perspective and practical insights you can apply to your own life. Ready to uncover the first and arguably most overlooked reason? Let's get started. Reason number one, he feels radically understood and accepted. When a man feels profoundly understood, it can spark something inside him that he can't easily find anywhere else. Beyond physical attraction, beyond even shared interests, lies a craving for emotional resonance. In a world that often pressures men to maintain a tough exterior, genuine understanding and acceptance from a woman can be electrifying. It's the kind of acceptance that doesn't try to fix or change him, but encourages him to be more of who he already is. Imagine a typical scenario. He's had a stressful day, juggling work deadlines and family obligations. Everyone expects him to put on a brave face. Then he talks to you. Instead of hearing typical lines like, "cheer up," or "just push through," he's met with curiosity, empathy, and the sense that you truly want to know what he's going through. You don't rush to offer solutions. You let him feel his frustrations, giving him space to voice them without judgment. That moment of raw honesty can feel like coming up for air. Why does this matter? Men often wrestle with the idea that showing vulnerability is a sign of weakness, a vestige of cultural expectations. So when a woman offers a space where he can be both strong and vulnerable, he's likely to see her as different from anyone else. He doesn't feel pressured to provide the right answer or hide certain parts of himself. Instead, he experiences an invigorating sense of relief. Here's someone who genuinely respects his unique blend of strength, flaws, humor, and quirks. Psychologically, this form of acceptance taps into a powerful principle called unconditional positive regard. Pioneered by humanistic psychologists, it describes the healing and transformative effect of feeling valued just as you are. When a man senses that from you, whether you're listening attentively as he shares his fears or celebrating his small wins, he begins to associate you with a sense of emotional safety. This triggers deeper emotional bonding. To truly harness this first reason, remember that understanding isn't the same as agreeing with everything he says. Healthy disagreement can be part of what makes a relationship vibrant. The key is showing you care about his perspective, even if it differs from your own. It's in the moments you try to see the world through his eyes that he feels a connection he can't forget. A man who feels radically understood and accepted will gravitate toward the person providing that experience. It's a powerful force, one that can turn casual dating into a bond that's strong enough to weather life's storms. And once he's tasted that level of emotional resonance, it's incredibly hard for him to walk away. Reason number two, he sees you as a catalyst for his personal growth. One of the most overlooked motivations behind a man's deep affection is the realization that you spark positive change in his life. It's not simply about encouragement. It's about the subtle yet powerful ways you challenge him to become a better version of himself, without making him feel inadequate in the process. Men, much like anyone else, crave a sense of purpose. Yet, many find themselves stuck in cycles of routine, uncertain how to take meaningful steps toward growth. When a woman enters his life who helps ignite that forward momentum, it's almost magnetic. Picture it this way. He's comfortable in his daily grind. Decent job, predictable weekends, perhaps even a semblance of satisfaction. But you come along and show him something different. Maybe it's your unshakable drive, your contagious passion for trying new things, or the way you see possibility everywhere you look. Suddenly, he's inspired to take that risk at work or start that side project he's been talking about for years. With you, his goals feel more attainable, less distant. You become, in effect, the mirror that reflects his untapped potential. However, this doesn't mean you're constantly pushing him to do better or bombarding him with advice. Men can be sensitive to feeling managed or judged. The power lies in your approach. Offering insights without implying he's not good enough as he is. It's a delicate balance of belief and understanding. You show him that you appreciate who he is today, while also holding a vision of who he could become tomorrow. When he senses that you genuinely believe in his capacity to evolve, minus the nagging or control, he feels safe to explore his ambitions with you as his ally. Psychologically, this ties into a concept called self-actualization. Popularized by Abraham Maslow, people naturally strive to reach their fullest potential, but they often need a spark, a catalyst, to begin or to stay on the path. When you provide that spark in an affirming, non-judgmental way, you become more than just a partner. You become a key piece of his self-discovery journey. It's not about doing the work for him, but about letting him see his own capabilities through your faith in him. From a practical standpoint, remember that this dynamic works best when it's mutual. You also have goals, dreams, and areas you want to grow. By sharing these and allowing him to support you as well, you create an environment of collective growth. The result? He associates you with excitement, motivation, and the unstoppable feeling that together you can both reach new heights. That sense of shared progress often transforms casual affection into a profound, lasting bond. Because once he experiences life with you fueling his growth, the idea of going back to his old status quo loses its appeal. Reason number 3. He envisions a future that aligns with his core values. A man's decision to truly invest in a relationship often hinges on how seamlessly you fit into his long-term vision of life. Beyond immediate chemistry and day-to-day enjoyment, he starts to see you as part of his bigger picture, his hopes, his dreams, and his core principles. This is not about you molding yourself to his ideals. Rather, it's about a genuine alignment where your values complement his, creating a sense of unity that carries the relationship forward. Men typically have an internal blueprint for their future, even if it's not fully articulated. He might see himself eventually settling down in a particular city, building a certain kind of lifestyle, or even raising a family under specific values like honesty, resilience, community, or creativity. While he may not say these out loud on a first or second date, these aspirations guide his emotional investments over time. When he looks at you and naturally envisions a shared path where your dreams and character mesh with his own, he feels a surge of clarity. It's as if all the puzzle pieces line up, and for once, he's not forcing anything. It just clicks. But how does this alignment reveal itself in day-to-day interactions? Look at the small moments that add up. Perhaps you both get excited about volunteering in the community, or you talk about personal ambitions with a mutual spark in your eyes. When conflicts arise, you find yourselves applying the same moral compass to resolve them. These shared viewpoints, big or small, function like invisible threads binding you together. He realizes that in a life filled with uncertainties, having a partner who aligns with his deeper values makes everything else feel more possible. Psychologically, this relates to a concept in social psychology called value congruence, the extent to which two individuals share and practice similar principles or beliefs. Research has shown that when couples share core values, they're more likely to experience long-term satisfaction and emotional intimacy. For him, seeing that you prioritize what he prioritizes not only solidifies trust, but also provides a sense of stability. In an ever-changing world, you become part of the anchor that keeps him grounded. Of course, this doesn't mean you need to agree on every single issue. Having different tastes in music or different hobbies can keep a relationship dynamic and interesting. What matters is that the non-negotiables, like integrity, empathy, or commitment, are in harmony. That alignment encourages him to let down any lingering walls because he senses a partnership that can withstand challenges and grow stronger over time. When a man envisions a future with you that resonates with his deeper convictions, it's like discovering a missing piece he's been searching for without even realizing it. He feels both comfort and excitement in the connection, and the result is an affection that evolves into genuine, enduring love. You've now learned 3 powerful reasons a man falls in love. He feels profoundly understood and accepted, he's inspired to grow, and he sees a future grounded in shared core values. None of these reasons operate in a vacuum. They work together to form the emotional and psychological foundation upon which deep, lasting love is built. When you offer a man this trifecta, authentic acceptance, mutual growth, and value alignment, you're speaking directly to the parts of him that matter most. So what should you do now? First, reflect on how these three dynamics show up in your relationships. Do you give him a space to be emotionally honest without rushing to fix him? Are you fostering a relationship where both of you can evolve rather than stagnate? And do you see enough overlap in your fundamental values to weather the storms life will inevitably bring? Second, consider practical ways to apply these insights. It could be as simple as practicing more active listening, letting him share his day without interruptions, or sharing your personal growth goals and inviting his perspective. Maybe it's about having deeper conversations on what matters to both of you in life, ensuring you're on parallel paths rather than divergent ones. Small steps can lead to meaningful shifts in how you connect. Finally, if you found this video valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Let's make sure these insights spread. Share it with friends who might need a boost in understanding their own love journeys. Drop a comment below on which reason resonates most with you personally. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and tap the notification bell, because there's so much more to explore on your path to building and sustaining extraordinary relationships. Remember, you're worthy of a love that nourishes you on every level. The best relationships don't just happen. They're created through insight, self-awareness, and intentional action. Keep learning, keep growing, and watch how love naturally unfolds in the most unexpected and wonderful ways.